Okay, let's get started with the flipped class. First of all, let me zoom this in a little bit. Beep, 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 beep. That's too far. Beep, 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 beep. Oh no. Looks like it's stuck. Well, we're either going to have to do this one on extreme close-up, or let me push a button here. Beep.
Extreme long distance! What do you prefer? Long distance or...
Push a button. Extreme close-up! I guess if I'm close, I don't really need to yell. Well, regardless, let's just get started. Today we're going to talk about comparing and ordering fractions. So comparing two fractions, or more than two, and being able to put fractions in order from least to greatest or greatest to least. Okay, first of all, I would like to compare 1/8 and 5/8. Let's see which one is larger, which one is smaller. Well, down below, I've already added a couple of pictures that we can use to illustrate which one is greater. Here I have, looks like a circle, looks like kind of like a pizza, cut into eighths. I'm going to color in 1/8. I colored in 1 of the eighths. Over here, I'm going to color in 5 of the eighths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can see that obviously 5/8, if you were going to eat 5 slices of this pizza, that'd be greater than eating just 1 slice of the pizza. So 5/8 is greater than 1/8. 1/8 is less than 5/8. Now, you can also look at this another way. When the denominator is the same, that's called like fractions. The denominator is the same. If that's the case, you can ignore the denominator and just tell me, look at the numerator, which is greater, 1 or 5? Well, 5 is greater. So 5 is greater than 1, or 1 is less than 5. Okay, now we've got two fractions, 7/10 and 1/2. These are unlike fractions. They have different denominators. I want to do the same thing here. I have kind of a 10th block here and a 10th block here. I'm going to color in 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, and 7/10. Over here on the right, I'm going to color in 1/2. Well, we know there are 10 pieces. I'm going to color in 5 of them, because that would be 1/2. Just like if we were finding an equivalent fraction, right? 1/2 something tenths, right? Our magic number would be 5. I'm going to multiply, and we end up with 5/10. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. 7/10 is greater than 5/10 or 1/2. Okay? In this case, 7/10 and 1/2 are unlike fractions, but by finding that magic number and making an equivalent fraction, we can compare 7/10 and 5/10. These are like fractions. We can forget all about the denominator. We know that 7 is greater than 5, so 7/10 is the larger fraction. Here I have two mixed numbers. Okay. Here I have two mixed numbers. Okay. Let's see which one is greater. All right, 1 and 2/3 or 1 and 1/2. Well, for our purposes, I'm going to focus on 2/3 and 1/2. Okay, we know the 1 is there, but since the 1 is the same, it won't really affect which one is greater. Okay, because they both have one whole and then a fraction. To compare, I'm going to multiply. In this case, I'm going to multiply by 2, and in this case, I'm going to multiply by 3, so we can have like fractions. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4, so I have 1 and 4/6. Over here, 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3, so I have 1 and 3/6. Okay? If the whole number had been different, that's where we would look. We could start with that. But the whole number is the same, so we don't need to look at that. Now we've just got our fractions, which they are like fractions, so I can ignore the denominators. Well, which is greater, 4 or 3? 4 is greater than 3. So by going back, because 1 and 4/6 is equivalent to 1 and 2/3, I know that 1 and 2/3 is greater than 1 1/2. Now, I'm going to order these three fractions, 3/7, 3/4, and 1/4, from least to greatest. You'll see that, obviously, 3/4 and 1/4, I know 3/4 is greater than 1/4. Those are like fractions. But 3/7 throws a wrench in things. So what we have to do is make sure that they all have the same denominator. And to do that, I'm going to multiply this fraction by 4ths, and I'm going to multiply these two by 7. Okay? 7 times 4 here is 28. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay? So 3/7 is equivalent to 12/28. Over here, 4 times 7, 28 again. That's the whole point, is to get the same denominator. 3 times 7 is 21. So 3/4 is equivalent to 21/28. And over here, 4 times 7, once again, is 28. So now I have all like denominators, and 1 times 7 is 7. So now that I have these three with like denominators, which one is the least? Well, is it going to be 12, 21, or 7? Of course, it's 7, so the least is 1/4, because 7/28 is equivalent to 1/4. Next, is it going to be 12 or 21? It's going to be 12. 12/28, again, is 3/7, so that will come next. And then the last one remaining, of course, is 21/28. So it is our greatest fraction. So from least to greatest, we have 1/4, then 3/7, then 3/4. Okay. Now you might be saying, well, Mr. Quick, 3/7, 7 is greater than 4. It doesn't matter. We're talking about the fraction or the proportion of the whole, the part of the whole. Okay. And so that's why we have to make them equivalent. All right. Can't wait to talk more about this in class. I'll see you then.